Hello, welcome back to the next video of our Rogue Trader playthrough. Quick recap of the last episode. We are exploring Inquisition shipwreck. We've got the first of two stamps of approval for our one of our companions. Name eludes me. Jai, I think it's she's called. We went to Footfall and handed something on to Opticon 22, our good old Mechanicus friend. We've just fought some plague bearers and plague guards, and we're just continuing on from exploring the shipwreck. I have got a fan on in the background. I'm gonna try and. I'm in the UK. We have a heat wave at the minute. And the room that I'm in is absolutely sweltering. So, anyway, let's carry on where we left off. So we've got some.
Look no further. They say a little bit of humility never hurt anyone. I help others better.
Take a knee and bow before me.
Right, let's try and ambush them. Okay. Right. Let's go. Yeah, I think I made a good call. And in the video, the last video I did, like this.
If I may? Another foe painted black.
Yeah. Oh. Shit. That's spare thing. Rush it down.
Not a problem. Opposing me was your biggest mistake. Suits my purposes. All too easy.
I think that missed. Walk into the fire, my friend.
Doubt is for the weak.
can, but no. I see how that goes.
Request. Vital functions successfully terminated.
Let's see to it. Not sanctioned to do this. I won't object to it.
How that does. Right.
Naturally.
Follow my lead. It will be done.
Right. While
Momentum.
Isn't this a job for the Cirques?
you are Marshall's team nominated.
Scorn the pain.
So I need to.
Stand a chance!
Right, so that's.
Suits my purposes.
Help me, Lord Captain!
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. Running binary.
That was a small price to pay.
My vow is to serve.
Level 3. Yeah, 3. Okay.
I won't object to it.
My ears are ringing. Indeed. suffered worse.
Oh, I'd like to know how many enemies died off to. I'm fairly certain they've just increased exponentially. I thought it was going
As duty demands.
I won't go down.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me.
blinding.
Emperor,
This is-
give me strength.
Mainly limit.
Dare you!
Let's see how they respond to this. Already done. Nothing of value has been lost. Suits my purposes.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Ah, wow. Oh, thank fuck for that. I did not know that was going to happen. I thought I'd be honestly thought I was going to die. Right. Oh. The ship's log is encrypted, but the last entry is written in Gothic. I, Inquisitor Uton Hall, captain of the Black Ship, Monarchia's Bane, write this record for the eyes of any faithful servant of the Emperor who may chance to read it. My vessel dutifully departed Terra to collect the Imperium Rifle ties from its lower worlds, and then to return to Segmentum Solar with thousands of Psychers in our hold. Our mission was proceeding smoothly, but shortly after our warp jump and the incident occurred. The main confinement cell was the source of interaction. It was the holding site for the especially dangerous passenger who possessed a high psychic potential and was known to incite disobedience to others. Right, okay. Head back to that little open area.
new challenge for me?
Nope. There we go. Hopefully, we have a key now. Hopefully, we will have a key. Yes. Can't equip by the character. I wonder if that'll be the completed armor. Interesting. Still not finished exploring the ship. Get to go down. So let's just quickly. No. Well, the armor is 60. We do need to get our navigator better weapon. Miles past. Is it worth changing? We'll come back to that. Someone who was killed by shots back as soon as they were executed. Ah, okay. I thought I had more exploration to do, but no, it seems this is it. So I will see you back at the ship. Lord Captain, this is Waxmaster Victor Surrey Otto Tollerman speaking. I hope your hero expedition was successful. Success. What will be your further instructions? The machine spirit of the vessel is dead, and if failed, it should be sent to Amnesia in a proper nuclear funeral rite. I'm going to bombard it. As you wish, Lord Captain, the power of our main battery should be enough to penetrate the glacier and evaporate the vessel completely. It's just free. So, onwards and upwards. Go leave this to the to lock. Plasteel 7. Let's throw down an extractor. The augurs have detected the remnants of an ancient mining ship that crashed on the planet. It looks like it was carrying equipment and settlers to a new mining site. Searching the ship might prove useful, but it carries certain risks. Yeah. The search team was able to retrieve the last surviving extractor from under the debris. They suffered no losses on return to ship. Cool. So I've used one and I gained it back. That's not bad. Now the fun bit. Welcome your lordship to Herbroyok's Rim, a humble train station of Steward Pontius Lockton. Here to offer you our high-born guest only the finest wares and special ship modules. Helmsman snort is overheard over the internal fog of the train station. Pull the other one. Everyone in the Expanse knows that this is a pirate den where they peddle the stolen plunder, but to be fair, they never touch the customers, which is probably why they are still alive. What rumors have been flying around lately? Same old, rampaging pirates, nefarious smugglers, seen us preying on lone ships. The valiant Imperial Navy alone fights them all, and we found the God Emperor that we can enjoy its protection. Second big engine's powerful. So take a look at the model. This model, it'll be worthy acquisition. Be a flagship. The spirit of this machine is obstinate but fast. But it did fail to carry its previous owner away from disaster. Absolutely not. The previous owner was boarded at the docks. I apologise, I meant to say this merchandise is perfectly legal. No what? Oh. I wish to upgrade the vessel's weapons. Perhaps you might be interested in macro cannon solid. Of course not, how can one steal from the world of such? Yeah, I've made a loss, but it was just to see what was going on, I guess. Yeah. Medium 32 to 40. Torpedo tubes capable of firing 4 L direct torpedoes with 22 damage warheads. Yeah, no. Right, let's go to the world map. Right, so we were heading this way, so let's head back to there. I think it was. I've also made some of the main routes safe as well, like Planet Dragonus and Janus down here, just to make the ones that could be used frequently quite safe to travel to. But the aim is to try and get to CRANACH, and then we'll see what happens then. I actually wanted to make it safe. Whoops. warp gates. Right. Change of plan. I'm gonna come back to this at a later date. So let's just head back. Yeah, this looks safer. We'll come back to our style system another time. Yep, that's happening. That on there. The bizarre structure observed from orbit appears to be the ruined estate of a wealthy noble. Further search reveals remains of an envirodome, a landing pad, and the main man ends the sun service quarters. It is impossible to determine what exactly happened. The search team has found something truly disturbing in the main hall. Opulently clothed, a skeleton sitting at the dinner table. The table is set with gold plates covered with old blood and piles of bones. The bones on the plates are clearly human. No remains have been found on the estate. Let's do that. Return to some expensive weapons taken from the skeleton after finishing the report. They hurry away whispering prayers. Try and avoid the ship. Right. A box notification from the Orga crew drowns out the usual noise of the bridge. An Imperial vessel, the Dark Piercer and its escort ships are headed your way. Your archives make no mention of either the ship or its owner as you consider your course of action. The ship's captain contacts you first, introducing himself as the Pilgrim. The captain greets the rogue trader courteously and offers to purchase any information you might have on crystal phlogiston deposits. Number one, Captain notices he has not always done the right thing in his life, but he once held the blessing of the Emperor himself and has followed a special path of service to him ever since. That is the path he now treads as the Pilgrim. Why do you need phlogiston? The captain's calls, laughter echoes. Phlogiston is the part and parcel of many different aspects of life in the Imperium. How exactly his customers are going to use it is none of his concern. All that the Pilgrim promises is that phlogiston will be used for the good of humanity. Jay made the remarks that someone without a name is not to be trusted. Deals with such people do not tend to end well. If she were you, she would first find out his secret and then scrupulously remove him from the equation. Pascal becomes visibly animated at the mention of phlogiston. Though indifferent to the spectator of the deal with a shadowy individual, the Magos nonetheless recommends you find out more about phlogiston deposits. Your own protectorate would benefit from the knowledge. Where's the Pilgrim? A cowl or a golden aquila are no prerequisites, Paul being his true servant. Yeah, I got this. Captain Dark Piercer is in the best of spirits in gratitude of your valuable help. He sends you a small box containing ancient maps and documents that appear to speak of a certain imperial world lost many centuries ago. Then, in a somewhat conspiratorial tone, the program relates the story about a standoff between two Xenos fleets, which he was told by an acquaintance. The person in question, sadly enough, died at the hands of the Inquisition before they were able to pass on the coordinates for the crash site of one of the Xenos ships. However, the program knows for a fact the vessel met its demise on an ocean world. Right. A ship that once travelled the galaxy now suspends in the silent void like the gnawed carcass of a giant monster. When the rogue trader's watch approaches, the Blacksmaster reports an incoming message. A colony of the Imperium subjects have made their home in the bow of the ship. They welcome you, Lord Captain. Let's leave it for now. We'll come back to these. So yeah, next to the next system. Right. Warp travel. Chart new routes. Spend 2. Spend 1. I know I've used most of my points. I had 20 at the beginning, but anyway, let's go to CRANACH, Kiava Gamma. Lord Captain, according to telemetry, we are in the system of Kiava Gamma, the main industrial world of the Von Valancius dynasty. However, our astropaths report that attempts to contact Governor Gaprek has been unsuccessful. Spins uncontrollably, the servo skull was jolted by the gust. The pitch recorder fogs over, the wax picking up the crackling of electricity and a death cry. Gas on the bridge, a junior attendant shouts and someone doubles over in hearing flies air. Right, so we get the order to evacuate immediately, command the crew to carry on with the duties. Focus life from the bridge. We're definitely not running. So we evacuate. Rogue trader personally oversees the evacuation, bring the plasma cutters, get the wounded to the exit, the officers repeat these orders. The server skull following the trader reaches the doors, they fall. So the plasma cutters are crumbled outward. Rogue trader is the last to leave the bridge. Leaning on support of the spot beam, the rogue trader takes several deep breaths, trying to push his lungs in the air. And he straightens, moves his uniform and heads towards the goal, not only to him. The servo skull follows. The atrium is in a state of panic, silhouettes skitter about the dark hall, illuminated only by the flickering of emergency lumens. Curt orders and someone feverish words of prayer can be heard, having lost communication, and the beheaded ship is writhing in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the fallen officer. The panel, the isolated terminal, is riddled with cracks and bloodstains and on the floor. By the terminal, a tech priest is lying in a heap with his head smashed and technical liquids mixed with blood oozing out of his pores. The Lord Captain decides to take his chances restoring the terminal. The rogue trader rips the power key off the tech priest mechanandrite and opens the cover of the terminal. Sparks fly into his face, but he is confident in his manipulation of a tangled wires and clanging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring that the system is restored, the Lord Captain brings up the required data on the screens. The maintenance bay is sending out hundreds of desperate distress calls that have gone unanswered up until now. When the machines went out of control and started turning people insane, others driven by some hateful and paranoid logic started butchering the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The tech priests have sustained heavy losses, but the remains of the cult are still holding the line. Out of everything that's happened on the ship, the situation in Maintenance Bay is direst. The Lord Captain knows where help is needed, decides to head for the Maintenance Bay himself, send officers to compartment where the situation is critical. Well, if they see me going there, and like you're gonna see me there helping stuff, it's gonna calm down into it. The rogue trader arrives not a moment too soon. The crew, frightened out of their wits, have already cornered the priest of the Omnissiah and are about to execute them. Lord Captain stands between the angry mob and the tech priest, his sheer presence already giving the crowd pause, harshly cutting off any objections from the crew. The rogue trader ordered the officers who gathered on the way here to escort the mutineers out and set up a guard post outside the bay, where the tech priest begin to offer desperate prayers to the crippled machine spirits. Let's return to the bridge. The watch of the bridge is uneventful. The crisis has passed, although wounded and crippled, the ship nevertheless is returning to normal operation. Life on the bridge is as bustling as ever, even though people are surrounded by destruction. Senior officers have the situation under control, and the people have been organised. The emergency crew have already finished repairing the pipes, and the technomats are setting up cogitators and consoles, and the healers are backing up what few corpses there are and examining the wounded. By the comm station, the rogue trader runs into the Boxmaster, prays the Emperor, "You're in what place? Peace, Lord Captain." The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up a comms channel. Soon all the broadcasters will be fully operational. Another man appears in the picture frame, a junior officer, completely out of breath, carrying a heap of scrolls. The Boxmaster nods at him. Here are the reports, Lord Captain. If you find yourself able to return to the station, I can really give you a rundown of the state of affairs on the ship. That was a mouthful. Lord Captain, the situation has been brought under control, more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. We may even be able to conduct a warp jump if you feel we should leave the system. Allow me to bring you up to date. Fortunately, the bridge suffered only minor losses. The reports mention only a few casualties that have already been replaced. Kiava Gamma went silent after transmitting the harmful signal. I will refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial world to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we are exhausted. Our options for remote analysis, more information can only be obtained by closing the distance or even sending an away party to the planet's surface. The time has come to remind you about our agreement, Seth. I must be present in your entourage during the expedition to Kialagama. I'm counting on your cooperation. Yeah, that's gonna happen, mate. The crew is waiting for instruction, Lord Captain. Right, so we will scan these and see what they have to offer. The dwarf planet is Mars, and the Von Vlachia Protectorate charts as Atoll and serves as a backup source of water for the habitable world of neighbouring systems. Due to the abundance of bacteria, I'd say hydrosphere. The extraction of ice was stopped half a century ago, but much to your officer's surprise, the August detected an unidentified mining rig deep underground. Send a party. Shuttle turns out to be a city contemplated investment whose denizen is located just within a few jumps. Well, this world is of little value to the Von Valanches dynasty. The officers see this gesture as an attempt to test the boundaries of the newly minted rogue trader's leniency. The Seneschal considers this act unacceptable and insists on confiscating and rebating this. What was illegally set up and done. Yeah. The frightened workers and the drunken security crew do not even attempt to resist the superior forces. The machines are delivered to the flagship cargo hold, and shortly after the officers plant the Von Valanches banner on the spot where the extraction used to be. Cool. Right, I think we'll leave it here for today. Again, we are in the third and final system of our protectorate, of our three main planets. So, if you enjoyed it so far, please do subscribe, like if you haven't done so already. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks. Bye.